Sir, from One Direction, This Is Us. Ben Winston, how are you?
Good. Good. How are you all?
I'm very well. I like the fact we're sort of wearing matching.
Well, I heard you were going polka dots.
Yeah.
I joined you, Will.
Thanks very much. I'm setting a trend. I'm not wearing
socks, though.
Exactly. I'm not wearing any socks. No. Regretting it now, as are all the people in the front row here who can smell me. So, what do you think it is about One Direction that causes hysteria on this? About One Direction that causes hysteria?
They dance the same, and these boys have captured the mood of, I guess, a generation to a certain extent, because that genuineness comes through in everything that they do, and I think that's what people relate to and what people love.
Definitely. Never before has a boy band made such a virtue of not doing choreographed dance moves.
I know. They're dining out on it, as you'll see in the film.
Yeah. Now, you've known the boys from pretty much the beginning. I mean, do you think that they've changed at all? Because that would only be natural, right?
Well, when we say the beginning, we're talking like 2.5 years. But yeah, it's been a quick journey. I don't think they've changed at all. And I think genuinely, that's what's so amazing about them, is that they have just stayed so close to their roots. They haven't changed while the world around them's changed. And they're sort of a group of very normal boys living very abnormal lives. And I think that's why this film's so interesting, because I think it shows how in the world.
So, that they are in fact still just a bunch of normal guys.
What's the most surprising thing I've learned about them? No, I think you'd hope they would stay as normal as they would do. Do you know what? It's a difficult thing to answer. I think one of the things that somebody asked me the other day, they said, is there acting in this? Is it like a script? Is it them performing? And what's interesting about this story is if a scriptwriter came to you and said, I'm going to write a movie about 5 guys, one works in a bakery, one works at Toys R Us, one works for all these, average jobs, Saturday paper rounds. And within 3 years, they're going to go on to be the biggest stars in the world and have a movie premiere at Leicester Square with all these people here loving them and supporting them. You'll sort of go, well, that can't be real, and I'm not believing that script, and you wouldn't commission it. And what's so fantastic is nothing is a better story than the real story of them. And I think that's what we tell so well in this film.
Amazing. Well, I can't wait to see it. Ben, thank you very much. Ben Winston, everybody.
gentlemen, without him, none of this would have been possible. Let's hear it for Mr. Simon Cowell!
Leicester Square and around the world. This is all right, isn't it?
This is like a dream come true.
It is. It's almost unbelievable. Seeing this kind of reaction, it must make you very, very proud.
I feel like a father.
I'm not going to go down that road. So what made you, let's get back to the band, what made you pick the members of 1D above all those other contestants in that year's X Factor? Probably one of the best decisions of your life.
Yeah, it was the best decision of my life. You know what? We literally made the decision in 10 minutes. And I think they just gravitated towards me. We didn't want to lose them from the competition. Didn't know what was going to happen. And 3 years later, we're here. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. And obviously you're still in a lot of contact with them. How do you think they've managed to keep themselves so grounded? Because that's what everybody's saying, that they still are so grounded despite all of this success.
I had a feeling when I met them that these guys were special, that they weren't going to change. I mean, even in the making of this movie, I mean, they were so involved in the decisions, what they wanted to be like, same with their records. So they're the same guys we met 3 years ago.
Amazing, amazing. And now you must come into contact with a few 1D fans, and they must ask you a lot of questions about 1D. What is the thing that you're most commonly asked about the guys?
I can't repeat that, but I will say they have the best fans in the world.
They certainly do. That's you guys. And you guys. Now, I know Alex Zane's going to be talking to you a little bit later on, but for now, Simon Cowell, everybody. Amazing, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's just taking a video of you all right now. It's the director and producer of One Direction. This is us. Spell up!
The experience. This is the greatest movie premiere I've ever been to in my entire life.
Now, obviously you knew who One Direction were before you started making the movie, but how much did you know about them, and was it a huge learning experience making this movie?
Well, for me, I think what I love about them is just the connection that they have. Tell their story and kind of talk about this relationship, because when we came up with the name of the film, we came up with This Is Us. The original idea was it's a film about who we really are. But as we continued the editing process and making the film, it became very, very clear that This Is Us isn't just about that. It's about this. This success we have is about us. It's about the band and the fans.
I think I get that impression from being here in Leicester Square today, certainly. What was the most surprising thing that you learned about the boys while you were making the movie?
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing is you come into a process like this. Woo! To be a diva, somebody's got to be. But then you start to see how incredibly grounded they are, how real they are. They're the exact same guys they were 3 years ago, and for me, I think it's that humility that I really love.
Now, obviously, I know everyone's excited to movie, and they'll be excited to see the 3D. What was the decision? I love them, and I know you love them as well. So.
I mean, we wanted to make a film in 3D because I wanted the film to be very. Those moments where we're in their bedrooms, we're in their hotel rooms. I mean, you really feel like you're actually in those scenes.
And of course, the concert in 3D is quite amazing.
It's epic. And the guy who was our director of photography on this film, a guy named Tom Kruger, he did the film U2 3D a few years ago, and he has completely outdone himself. I mean, this is the best 3D I've seen in a concert film ever.
Now, tell us a bit about what, in your opinion, life in One Direction is like. Because you spent so long with the boys. What does it mean to be in One Direction on the ground on a day-to-day basis?
I mean, it's crazy. Look at this. This is what it's like to be in One Direction. It's like to be in One Direction. This is what it's like. Everywhere we would go, like the minute we would get out of a car, the minute we would pop up, it was incredible. So for me, it was such a moment to get to capture with this many fans, and it's like this all around the world. It was like this in Tokyo, it was like this in Mexico City, throughout Europe. I mean, it was bananas.
And one final question before I let you go and enjoy the rest of your premiere. Obviously, you worked with Simon Cowell on the movie. What's it like working with the legend that is Simon Cowell?
Well, the wonderful thing about Simon Cowell is the guy that's on television is exactly the same guy in real life. Like, the minute the TV's turned off, he's the same person. So you always know where you stand with Simon. He'll tell you exactly what he thinks. He was a real proponent of me directing the film, so we had a great relationship, working relationship.
Fantastic. Morgan Spurlock, a pleasure talking to you. Enjoy the rest of your premiere. Morgan Spurlock, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here we are, back on the little stage, and I'm joined by Love Rhodes.
Yeah!
Go crazy. They sort of are. Guys, have you ever been to a premiere before?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Not One Direction premiere, though, sir.
There's nothing like it. How does this one compare?
Well, normally, like, Will Smith's here and stuff like that, but it's quite cool because it's like a pop bonanza.
You got Will Best here instead this time.
It's fantastic. It's all of that.
Yeah. So what do you reckon it is about the 1D boys that gets them this kind of response? And do you guys have it in yourselves?
Yeah, man, they're just mad normal. Do you know what I mean? They're like normal guys, so everyone can relate to them.
And are you guys Directioners?
We are indeed. Yeah. I'm trying to get my hair like Harry, so.
Yeah. You're giving him a run for his money. Guys, thanks very much for talking to me. Lovable Roads, everybody!
I've never seen you so scared, mate.
What are you talking about? I'm totally relaxed. I'm totally relaxed. To be here at the 1D premiere, because did you know the boys?
Yes, we do. Yes, sorry, that's very loud. Hi.
It's okay, shout, because they're all screaming and they can't really hear anything. So have you guys been to a lot of premieres before?
Yes, we've been to a few. Yeah. We've done enough.
And does this compare in any way to the others?
This is the most craziest. I think this is better than the Harry Potter premiere by far.
This one is way better than the Harry Potter premiere. Oh yeah, congratulations. We got years ago, mate. Years ago. So, what do you guys think of the devotion that the 1D fans have?
It's quite remarkable, really. I'm slightly jealous. We too are very lucky with our fans, but these guys, it's crazy. They're very lucky boys.
And obviously, when you guys first saw One Direction on X Factor, as musicians yourself, did you realise that Dougie, calm down. Did you realise that they would be so phenomenally successful?
Simon Cowell personally said sign them up.
Really?
Yeah.
So we've got Harry Johnson. Thanks, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage a legend. It's Mr. Ronnie Wood. Ronnie, I'm sure you've seen crowds like this numerous times. Does it ever get normal? Is it ever going to get normal for the boys from 1D?
It's normal enough tonight, and I'm very proud of them, and I've always kept my eye on them, so I'm still keeping my eye on them.
What do you make of a response like this from them? What do you think it is about the boys that generates such enthusiasm from these fans?
Well, I know I needed someone to scream at when I was a teenager.
So tell me, are you looking forward to seeing this movie tonight?
Yeah, I'm very interested.
All right, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the legend, Mr. Ronnie Wood! moment I know you've been waiting for. So, if you save some, it's time to go crazy for One Direction! So, boys, I'll come to you first, Niall. Tell me what you make of this truly incredible event here in Leicester Square.
It's actually unbelievable. This is like, I'm gonna say it now, this is the best night of our career, and I'm sure the boys are gonna agree. 2 years ago, nearly 3 years ago, we were standing on this stage, or standing around here watching a Harry Potter premiere, and we just about to release our own movie. I'm gonna just say again, I said it earlier on, I don't know if anyone can hear me, but we just want you to know that, all you guys watching around the world as well, that this movie, first of all, wouldn't happen without you. When you go to watch it, we want you to know that when you're looking around here tonight at all these posters and stuff, you guys made this happen, so thank you so much for everything for the last 3 years. It's ridiculous. We've got new tunes coming on the way for you soon, so keep your eyes posted. We love you guys so much. We can't even thank you enough. Thank you.
Fantastic stuff. Now, let me ask you, let me take you back. Let me take you back. I hope you can hear me, because this is the loudest thing to say. Let me take you back to your time. Of your film, and for it to look like this.
To be honest, mate, I just can't believe we're actually here, and it's all down to these guys. I was standing here, I just said to Louis, like, can you believe where we are right now? It's absolutely amazing.
Let's talk about the movie. Tell us a little bit, because I know people are excited to see it. What is in store for fans?
There's plenty of that. And it just kind of brings out our own individual personalities, and yeah, I don't really know what I'm saying.
I mean, the one thing for me is you all seem to get on so well when you're on the road. Do you ever argue?
Do we ever argue?
Do you ever argue?
Obviously, we're like a family. We have squabbles every now and then, but it's never come to fisticuffs. Thank God.
Hang on a minute. This man's just been. Oh, Carl's just been yogurt. Yogurt and cat. That is.
That's terrible. But yeah, we have so much fun on the road. It's been an incredible 3 years, and we've had a lot of good laughs. So hopefully we can keep doing that.
All right, now we have fans as well in the square. We've got fans who are watching all around the country, and I'd love it if you could say hello, give a message to those fans. We'll start with you, Zay. We're looking down the camera on the far side of the stage. Do you have a message for the fans watching in Birmingham?
Give it up, Tom Bullies!
To all of the people watching in Birmingham, we want to say a massive thank you for all your support.
We are under attack, just so you know.
Now we're getting things thrown at us.
Liam, fans in Manchester and Sheffield, they'd love to hear a special message from you.
Fans in Manchester, thank you so much for spending the time to come out and see us. Hope you're going to enjoy it.
Harry, we have fans in Cardiff watching right now. Have you got a message for the fans watching in Cardiff?
Hi, everybody watching in Cardiff, thank you so much for being there. We can't wait to come back and see you very soon. Enjoy.
Thank you very much, Harry. Louis, Scottish fans for you. Could you say a message to our fans watching in Scotland? That would be amazing. Down that camera over there.
We love Scotland. You are Scottish. Yeah!
Niall, we are broadcasting in Dublin, Ireland. If you've got a message to your Irish fans, that would be amazing.
Hello Dublin, hello everyone in Ireland. Thank you so much for your support. See you all at Croke Park next year and enjoy the film. Love you lots.
And finally, we have fans in countries around the world who are tuned in live to this premiere right now, watching on Yahoo. If you could all give a message to the fans around the world, I'd love that.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for watching. We genuinely can't believe everyone who's turned up and everyone who's watching live. from wherever you are, thank you so much. This is amazing for us, and you guys made it, so thank you.
Thank you so much.
So you've had yogurt, donuts, and some randoms and a pair of glasses thrown
Some
at
round
you.
trees.
Get it.
Absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen in Leicester Square, let's hear it for One Direction!
Thank you so much, everyone.
Hear it for One Direction!
Thank you so
Ladies and gentlemen, time to welcome to the stage a man who, without none of this, would have been possible. It's Mr. Simon Cowell! Simon, great to have you here. What have you made of this world premiere for your boys?
This is just absolutely incredible. I always dreamt when I was a kid.
Fantastic. Now, you have worked with a lot of stars. What, in your opinion, makes the 1D Boys? Now, this, despite a movie, is it going to be the last? Or, I guess what I'm asking, is Hollywood beckoning?
This is the first movie, you say? Yeah, this is the first one, and hopefully it won't be the last. I've absolutely loved it. I mean, I'm not the only producer. It was an incredible experience. I've loved it. And for anyone who wants to know what it's like being in a band, you've got to watch this film because you've got to see how much hard work it is.
Well, I was going to ask, because you've seen the boys on stage, you've seen them behind stage working hard. How would you describe life being in One Direction?
Insane. But it's work because they have the best fans in the world.
And you, I'm sure, are one of those fans. Dodging water bottles now. Come on, come on. Do you have a message for all the thousands of One Direction fans here in the square and the countless thousands watching us live online?
Yeah, I would like to say a very, very special thank you, because without you, we wouldn't be here today, and it will never be forgotten. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, the legend that is Mr. Simon Cowell. Indeed, to everyone watching around the country and around the globe, stepping on a water bottle, I ask you to tweet #1D movie premiere. It's time to take a look at the counter and how many tweets have been received for this one event. It is now over 2 million tweets. Congratulations and thank you to everyone who did that. So you're a little bit worried about people getting squashed up here. So if everyone could create some space behind them and everyone take a couple of steps back, that would be amazing. Thank you very much. Well, what a truly amazing world premiere here in Leicester Square. Will, good to have you next to me. How was it for you?
I mean, it was pretty much the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Over on that little stage over there, I could just feel the energy from this lot. It was amazing.
Absolutely amazing. Okay, the guests and indeed One Direction themselves are taking their seats right now for the world premiere of their movie, One Direction, This Is Us. All that's left for us to do is say thank you to everyone watching around the world and around the UK. You are amazing. And of course, you guys here in Leicester Square, you've been fantastic. That's it from us. Bye-bye.